Shut up and sit down.
Hello guys, Tjdwarf here. As you can see behind me, and you can probably hear the vehicles. Literally just left my car. Not going too far into the wilderness like I usually do around here. As you can see, lots of ferns. I did hear deer or boar a minute ago over there. As soon as I started walking or talking, it went quiet. So I'm going to say it's deer because usually they'll lie down if they're, well, yeah, most of the time they lie down. In fact, I'm not sure if you can see that. That's deer marks walking. So yeah, I thought I'd bring my camera along because, as you probably noticed, I started recording my trips out, and this time I want to basically do a video on 3 or 4, maybe 5, depending on how I feel, knots I use for camping, and these knots are incredibly useful, and I recommend you learning them, just in case, you know, I'm not a prepper or anything, but you know, in case stuff fucks up when you're not able to sleep indoors anymore and all you've got is a tarp, or like, I don't know, anything, tarp or something like that. These knots are useful because they don't jam and they don't slip, some of them, and the one is adjustable, if I can be off to show it. So yeah, I'm going up this hill. This is where I said to my mates, go to camping. And we've been up here before, but that was during the colder months. Way up, I'm usually being snagged on a tree because of my giant burr gun. So that was in the colder months. I'm not even sure if I'm facing this out of face. And this hill is incredibly steep, and now it's overgrown with shitloads of ferns. I have to make this trip twice because I'm bringing my firewood in with me, because 1, I don't cut down living trees anyway, and 2, all the dead trees are down this hill and I'm not fucking getting a dead tree and hauling it all the way up. I'd rather have a bag of pre-cut logs. How my trousers have worn down. So yeah, I think I could end this segment right here. I'm still facing at me because I'll fucking face plant if I don't. So I'll see you at the top. So yeah, I'm at the top of the hill now. You can see where all the logs have been cut down there. Forestry Commission done that, so I don't particularly want to go down and get it anyway. The last time we come up here was autumn, so all these leaves, well, I would say leaves, but it's evergreens. But yeah, the last time we was up here, the evergreens down the bottom weren't there, and you could see quite far. Yeah, it's a nice spot up here. This way. As I said before, we've been up here once before in autumn, and that's where our fire was. My missus slept, I think she slept in a hammock from that tree to that tree last time, and I put my tarpaulin from those 2 trees, and my mates slept over there in a tent. I think I'm going to do the same, put a tarpaulin across. Well, tarpaulin. It's a basher, whatever. Basher, tarpaulin, it's all the same. So, if I quickly come over here, probably hear the road. Like I said, I haven't gone very far in. But yeah, should be able to see that maybe. It's my car down there. So yeah, it's a hard hill to get up. You have to walk around to get to the least steep bit, but it's still fucking steep. I have to go back down. Like I probably said in one of my previous videos, well, previous clips before coming up here, I've got firewood already with me. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. I'm just gonna have a drink. Hey guys, I said I was going to do some knots, so I'm going to demonstrate a couple. I haven't set anything up yet. I've just been watching the wildlife from the hill because they don't know I'm up here. So I can't capture it on camera because all the trees in the way, but you know. So the first one I'm going to do is a bowline. Nice knot I like to do. So I've got the string like this. Pass it over like that. So this is on top. Now the working end, this bit that you pass over the top, goes through the loop like so. Over there, through the loop from underneath, and it comes down here, goes underneath the longer bit, and back up through the loop. Now, I always grab the bit I've passed through the loop twice, like that, because then when you pull on the longer bit, it tightens. Now, that won't slip and come undone. It's also really easy to undo because it doesn't jam like other knots. And the reason I use this is because now if I pass it around a tree like that, pass the longer end through, which is going to be the line to hold my tarp up, when I cinch it up against the tree, it don't go anywhere. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it don't go anywhere then. Boom. So that's a bowline. Next one is a trucker's hitch. Pass this around the tree. You've got the other end tied up using the bowline method. Now you want to tighten it up on the other side. Now you could just tighten it up like that, but then when you come to do a knot here, blah 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 blah, whatever knot you're going to do, your ridge line comes loose. So this one is called the trucker's hitch. Pass the working end around. The bit that's going to be your ridge line, it's got a little bit of slack in it. Come away from the tree because you don't want to be too close to the tree. When you come to tighten it, it'll still be slack because you haven't given yourself enough room. So all you do is make a loop like that. You then cross the loop over like that. Then put the loop over the bit that's going around the tree. Reach through, grab a bit, and tighten the knot. Like so. Now that's a slip knot. If I was to pull on the bit that's going around the tree, it loosens. And it would come undone if I pulled all the way through. That's the beauty of it. Because now when I pass this through, well, I passed it around the tree, as you can see there hopefully, I pass it through the loop. Now as you can see the ridge line would be loose like this. Now if I pull it back towards the tree, what you're seeing here is a pulley system happening. So you've got mechanical advantage here. So you don't have to put much effort in to basically create a lot of pulling motion. So my right hand here is hardly pulling. My left hand's finding it hard to keep grip. So you tighten it up to where you want it to go. So say that's tight enough, even though I haven't got it tight enough. That's tight enough now for you to go for your ridge line. So all you do is you pass the working end back around the tree, like so, and then you want to do a knot here. Like so. So I've passed it over, under and through itself. Now, instead of just passing it through like that and tighten in, which works. Which does work, see that? It's tight. Problem is, that might be hard to undo. So what I do, instead of passing it through like that, all I do is I loop the working end. I'm going to put on that to demonstrate this, no string. I pass it through the loop, which is making the knot. Tighten it up. As you can see, that's holding the trucker's hitch, but now it's quick release because of that loop. So when you come to pack away, just tug on that, comes undone. Anyway, the next one is going to be the taut-line, I think it's called. I just know it as an adjustable. So I've passed it around the tree, like so. So if you want this bit to be adjustable, this bit here, in my right hand, you get the working end, which is the shorter end. You're going to pass it over, under and through itself. Not once, but twice. So it looks something like that. Now, you're going to pass it over the longer end, the standing end, or whatever you want to call it. But this time, you're going back on yourself, over this way. So here's your knot, like so. You're going to come that way, and go under and through yourself, like that. Now, when you come to tighten this bad boy up, like so, that's tight. The rope, it's friction, doesn't move it anywhere, but if I were to hold the knot, I can pull through. As you can see, guys, I've set up the ridge line, the bow lines on this side. I've got the trucker's hitch over on that side. I bought this new Tjdwarf 4.5 meters by 3 meters, and it's nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's just too big. Well, it's a nice size. It would be good for groups, but I'm on my own, so it's probably going to be popular. Anyway, as you can see, sorting that out, and that's using a prusik knot. But first, we need to make this string into a loop to do the prusik knot. So the basic way to join these two ends together is basically if you do a knot on this side, but leave it open, and pass this one through. So I've just done a basic knot there, and now I'm going to do a knot around the other side. Like that finger, so that can loop this. So there you go, it's just two knots on either side. When you put them together, they come together. I'll just make sure. Okay. Now the prusik knot is a simple knot. If I were to drape this over there and pull this through, see how that locks? That's halfway to a prusik knot. Essentially, we go over again, and again. Now, when you pull this tight, you have to make sure that the loops are clean. should look something like that. There's the knot that I use to tie the two ends together, and that looping around is a prusik knot. I believe they use it in climbing, and it's ideal because when I go over here you see it's light, not under pressure. Just adds this loop to the end. Just hold it in. As you can see, when you put tension on a prusik knot, either way, grips and locks. So that's going to be, that's just got a lock there now. I'll be fine all night. So that's a prusik knot. So yeah guys, I've got my tarp. As you can see here, I've got a taut-line knot in there, just in case anything will tighten it. Joined there, joined with a different knot that I haven't shown, a thicker piece to a thinner piece. Then I've got the trucker's hitch there, the quick release with just a peg to stop it from popping. As you can see here, bow line going all the way down, prusik knot, aphid on the prusik knot, going in, just a peg, holding that from pinning off, and then on this side, another prusik knot, another peg, and once again the trucker's hitch with a stick going through there to stop that from popping off. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be sleeping. Carried those up this hill. Probably don't look steep on the camera, but trust me, it fucking is. But yeah, that's why I'm sweating my bollocks off. Massive motorbike going by. When I was down there was some deer walking across the path. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, I think I'm going to, because I come out here mainly to demonstrate some knots. I was kind of hoping that if I put on Facebook photos of this in the group chat to some of my more outgoing friends, I thought it might persuade them to come. But my one mate can't come because he has to get up tomorrow, and my other mate, I'm not sure if he's coming or not because he said something about his missus' dad being in hospital, and my missus is ill, so I might just sit up here for a bit until it starts to get a little bit darker, and then if no one comes, I'll just dismantle that and I will stash that under that tree, so at least it will be semi-dry. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. Never know, I might get a fire going and cook some sausages. So yeah. I hope someone comes. It's boring when you go on your own. I'd do it if I have to, but it's fun to have someone around. Anyway. So yeah.